Now, Martyn, could you tell us a little about your customers that you serve here, where they come from, what they're looking for? I know that's a vast question, but just a little bit of background of the...
Our customers are anybody and everybody that uses a button. So we get
everyone.
You know, little old ladies looking for buttons to match missing buttons of a cripply jumper, you know, from a cardigan. Maybe earlier. After a little bit of persuasion, she said that the coat that she wanted the buttons for was 25 years old. No problem. But she didn't want to change all the buttons. So to try and match up to a button that was 25 years old, when the buttons had been dyed to match the colour of the, you know, these sort of problems we get, you know, regularly. So we would always try to, you know, accommodate. She spent 55p and went away happy. And you know, that is the object of the exercise.
And that's the service that you're offering.
Yes.
Yes, from the little lady to theatre people coming in for costumes,
yes,
buttons.
We've been doing buttons for this last week. Somewhere every night of the year there is a production of Les Miserables somewhere in the world. We've done an awful lot of buttons for quite a lot of the productions. Buttons for Harry Potter films, for Pirates of the Caribbean, you know, all these sort of things, and that makes life interesting.
Yes,
because often you'll get the designers coming in with a sheet of drawings,
sample fabrics,
exactly.
all the swatches, and to coordinate.
And you've got to match not only to the fabric but to the character.
Yes,
you know,
the theme that they're looking
they're slightly down at heel, then the buttons aren't necessarily all going to be the same. You know, and it makes life
That's a challenge, isn't it?
It's a challenge, yeah.
Yes, but it makes each day so exciting.
And then you've got maybe 17th century regimental costumes and things which maybe had 40 or 50 buttons on a tunic.
Goodness, that many.
You know, but then you've got to find something which isn't going to take half the budget of the film. So, you know.
Yes.
And you can never tell when whoever comes through that door what the query or challenge is going to be.
Yes.
So, you know, it makes like coming to work interesting.
Yes, yes, I can see that.
Yeah. And we try and encourage, if it's possible, for people to bring in the garment, because we've got such a range. I always say that the two things that you need is either the garment and a swatch of fabric and an open mind.
Yes, yes.
And the second is more important than the first.
It is, because so often as a dressmaker I have in my mind a particular button that is going to be the correct one to complete the outfit, but it may never have been made, you know, so then I have to compromise. So I'm very much one that has a certain idea, but I think I'm quite open to now, you know, for different buttons for whatever is going to complement the garment that I'm making.
Because people don't appreciate how much you can change the character of a garment by changing the buttons.
Yes, it makes a huge difference.
Tremendous.
Huge difference. Sizing and colour and type.
Yes.
Great difference.
Yeah.
So the button, or the humble button as it's often perceived, is vital to the completion of the garment, whether it's going to be to have the impact that you start out with.
I mean, some manufacturers I know of that will say to the button rep when he goes in, there's 500 suits hanging up over there, send me some buttons to put on them. They're an afterthought. But the two things that you see when you look at a garment are the cut of the thing and its fabric and the buttons.
That's right.
And if they're right, then they blend in and make a unit.
Yes.
If they're wrong, they scream.
They scream, don't they? We're on the same page. That is so true.
This is totally unrehearsed, folks.